I'm in Ciudad del Este. We're going to Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. Hey, what's up, fam? Morning. Today's a big day. I'm in Ciudad del Este. It's the second largest city in Paraguay. We're going to go check out the Iguazu waterfalls today. However, that is in Brazil. So today we're going to Brazil. Right now I'm in the downtown section of Ciudad del Este. A lot of people from all over South America, they come here to check out the waterfalls, and then they'll skip over to Paraguay to do shopping. So Paraguay has built their economy around a duty-free zone. So there's a lot of tax incentives and benefits to get cheap stuff here. So we're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to pick up some SD cards and see what else they have. And yeah, and then we're going to Brazil. So it's a pretty big day. And trying to beat the rush hour crowd here before it gets too busy. So yeah, we'll just take some camera footage here, trying to get run over, and then maybe take the drone up, and then we'll go with the flow. All right, we can actually see Brazil right there. There's a river, Paraná River, and Friendship International Bridge. Hopefully it won't be a stressful crossing. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're about to find out here in a little while. It is winter time here, so it's a little chilly in the mornings, but it warms up pretty quick. All right, there's a big Chinese influence here. This is one of their bigger outlet stores. It's called Shopping China. So we're gonna go in there and pick up some tech. Border cities have always had a different feeling to them, always pointing you somewhere else. A few days of wandering, shopping, taking it all in. The kind of place that pulls you in and doesn't let go easy. And then your eyes drift to the bridge, the Friendship Bridge. Steel and concrete stretched across the Paraná River, connecting two completely different worlds. 6 years of slow travel throughout South America, and that feeling never gets old. That moment, right before everything changes. This is that moment. All right, we're getting ready to cross over into Brazil. This is an international crossing. I got my passport. I hope it's not too complicated. I'm going to try to document as much as I can. Obviously not in the immigration office, but you know, before and after. All right, let's cross over here. All right, this is the immigration. So I'm going to cut here and then see how this goes. Okay, that was a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. It took 5 minutes. No, gracias. I think it's because coming into Paraguay about a month ago, I crossed over from Posadas, Argentina into Encarnacion, Paraguay through train, and I did not get a stamp, and I researched it and I thought I prepared well. And I went back to the immigration office and the consulate. I said, hey, what's going on here? You guys don't know I'm here. They're like, no, tranquilo, todo bien. And so they're asking me a lot of questions, I think, around that. And so I was basically been undocumented. But yeah, so if you're coming in on foot or by train, or make sure you get your ducks in order, I guess. But anyways, we made it. We're crossing the bridge now. Oh, the other thing was, I think they were giving me a hard time because the United States beat Paraguay last night in football or soccer, and so maybe they're giving me a hard time for that. I don't know. They like their soccer. Alright, we're crossing the bridge now. It's a little noisy, a little windy. Alright, so we've officially made it. New country, new culture, new currency, new language. Welcome to Brazil. Thing that you see on the other side of the bridge here. I need to go to the migration office here, immigration, and check in, get a passport stamp. So in Brazil you have to get a visa now. It's $80. You do it online, and it's good for 10 years. Here's a cool view. And so I've got that documented, and then you also have to show your yellow fever vaccine, not for Brazil but for Paraguay. So I'll be coming back into Paraguay later tonight. I will spend some time looking for some Airbnbs in Foz do Iguaçu. That's the city name here. I'll spend some time here. But for now, let's get through immigration, and then we'll head to the park for the waterfalls, Iguaçu waterfalls. All right, same thing. Can't film on these immigration checkpoints, so we'll cut scene here and figure this out. Hopefully, this is not as complicated as the Paraguay side. And I think they're Brazil. I don't know if Brazil played their football team match. I don't think they're playing anybody that's difficult. So hopefully they'll be in a better mood here. Pasaporte?
Number 1.
Gracias. All right, that was a much easier border crossing. Very seamless, simple. 30 seconds. Got my passport stamped. I am having some connectivity issues with my eSIM card. I have an electronic SIM card, so I can connect to the local telecom companies here. And sometimes when I cross borders, it's interfering with other signals from the Paraguay side over there. So I need to find a cafe and connect to some Wi-Fi and try to troubleshoot this. And so it should be a pretty easy solution. I've done it before, but I have a Latin American coverage, so all throughout South America the same package should work. But I think it's trying to connect to the telecom companies from the last country. So we'll find a cafe here and get some Wi-Fi and figure it out. Right now I'm just kind of blind. I don't have any translator apps or know where anything is at. So, yep, but we'll figure it out. All right, we're officially inside the park. So quick geography update. This is not a situation where you arrive at the park and the waterfall's right there. You have to enter through the visitor center. There's a little internal bus sequence, and then it's about 12 kilometers inside the actual park at the end of the road where the grand finale waterfalls are. So the plan for today is to build up for the big view, and then there should be some trails, and then the fall should be right after that, maybe some wildlife in between. This is the panoramic view on the Brazil side. There's another park on the Argentina side, and we'll do that next weekend or the weekend after, depending on our travel setup. So Brazil, on the Brazil side is where you step back and it shows you the whole painting, and then Argentina is actually more immersive. It's interactive where you're actually inside it. So today's about the painting. On some practicality tips, you want to buy your ticket online. It's a lot faster and easier. The current price is about 130 reales for international visitors. It's roughly about $25 US. Park hours are 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Last entry 3 p.m. So don't cut it close if you're wanting to spend some good time here. It's a pretty big park. You can probably spend at least half a day here to see everything. Here's our first shot, some Brazilian wildlife. All right, here's a little quick sneak peek of what we're about to get into. Check this out. Wow. All right, we've got our first Brazilian wildlife here. That's not a robot lawnmower. Hey, little guy. Oh, here's our furry friend again. You got nowhere to go. Hey, little guy. Hi, he's friendly. Oh, there's a whole family of them. Sweet rainbow. You feel the mist on your skin before you can process what you're about to experience. Niagara Falls consists of 3 large waterfalls. Iguazu Falls, 275. Whatever felt urgent an hour ago, messages, deadlines, the noise in your head, none of that can compete with something like this. I can feel the mist. No matter where you come from, how different people may seem, or what language they speak, everyone reacts the same way when they stand in front of something this beautiful. You just stand there, smile, and realize that some experiences are universal. And that's just one of the things I love most about seeing the world. The surrounding rainforest is home to toucans, monkeys, and thousands of species of plants and wildlife. In fact, both sides of the falls are protected as national parks and recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's one of those places where beauty isn't just the waterfall system itself, but everything else around it. Wow, what an incredible experience. I'm a little wet, not soaking wet, but very damp. Oh, we got some more wildlife. They seem pretty tame. Wouldn't want to try to pet it. Hey, little buddy. Oh, yep, they're very tame. They're trying to get some food. Oh, you got something. get Tugger a snack. He's coming back. Good family fun. Looks like they're a nuisance here. Surrounded. Nowhere to escape. Yeah, I think they probably feed them, and then they get used to people relying on their food source, and yeah, kind of like crocodiles in Florida. Not supposed to feed them, because then they start to like you too much. Today was the postcard. Next week is the adventure. Brazil gives us the wide angle, and Argentina is going to give us the close-up. Totally new park, totally new system, different adventure. We'll see you there.